you so much, sir. This question says, I believe there is no one person you must marry. Married folks always say God spoke to them about their life partner before they made the decision. Because the way that sounds looks like there's a way the hearing happens. Is it okay to settle simply because he's godly, you feel peace, and you believe you complement yourself? Because I believe conviction is different for different people.
Well, you have started to answer your own question. My dear question, asker. You have this, but you just need. You want me to put my voice on it so you can establish those thoughts, and that's easier to do since I see that you already have some. I would have been worried if you're a member of this church and there's no light in you, but there's some light. So let's channel a little bit more. First of all, let me put it out there. God does not have a particular person designed for you to marry. God does not have that for you. Please throw away that thought. It's usually engineered by the idea that God said, this person is my wife. Now, that's just an expression. It's an expression. It's not a very accurate way to communicate spiritual reality. According to the law of God with regards to marriage, you are allowed to marry anybody that is within the commonwealth of Israel. Anyone who saved, believed in the same Jesus Christ as you, and is washed by the same blood that washed you, is marriage material. I mean, if we're talking about eligible people, Abi? Good. So I'm not talking about somebody's husband. I'm just saying, you're members of the same family. Once you're members of the same family, you guys you're connectable by God. That's the general thing. Now, but what God has for you is God has a type of person that fits you, because what makes you unique is not the color of your skin, the color of your hair. What makes you unique is your purpose and your destiny. So God is always looking to group you with somebody else whose destiny will help yours and your destiny will help them. So somebody can be born again and saved, but the path God has charted for them, if you take off with them, you're going to be in trouble. So God is not likely to speak to you about that person, although the person passes the general born again. So we're members of the same family, we can get married. The person doesn't pass the next compatibility test, which is about purpose and destiny. So that thing you hear when you say you heard God is your destiny talking to you. It has been preset. When you meet somebody whose path is similar with you, you get a signal. It's not a voice from heaven. Do you understand? It's the voice of your recreated human spirit interacting with somebody else who matches, who matches your own destiny. So you start to pick that signal, and then you just say, God spoke to me. It's not within the power. It is within the power of your sovereignty to make your choice. If it was true that God has one person for us, then when a partner dies, that person is not supposed to remarry. Because their God-ordained person has gone. And if that's the only God-ordained person, then they better stay the way they are. But how come one man can have 4 wives in his lifetime? The first woman dies, he marries another one. She dies, he marries another one. And all of them are the will of God for him. So we must understand that. And that thing about conviction. See, if you really want to know how to do it, fastest way to know how to get into this thing is develop your spirit. Because it's your spirit that cleaves, like magnet and steel. Cleaves to the one that has the kind of design. It's like asking me the question, I always said it in school. When you ask this question, what I hear in my ear is, Pastor, is there a particular shoe God has designed for me? No, there's only a particular size. There's only a particular size. And you can find that size in New Zealand, you can find it in London, you can find it in America, you can find it anywhere. In fact, you can enter a store and there's 10 of those sizes. Uh-oh. built by different. Haven't you heard about a man who married his wife? The wife passed on, and he married the bridesmaid, and then married. So when they all came to the altar, they didn't know that day that it was actually the wife and the next wife of that man that came to the altar that day. It's sad, it's not, but you see, if the lady was given a prophecy that one day, my bridesmaid, she won't bring that girl to the altar with her. So you must understand that. I hope that was useful.